Good, beautiful Wednesday morning. I am John. I am your host. You are walking with me on my spiritual journey. This is episode 13 of A Dog's Life. I have really been working on myself to not say I know that we all hesitate when we collect ourselves, and I have went back and watched some of these videos. I have not watched them all. I will upload them without watching them because I'm afraid if I watched them, I would pick them apart. And that's not what this is about. We are going to strive for the next 14 minutes not to say after that. I was speaking to my sister last night. At the end of the day, she had given me a call just to touch base, see where we were both at. We're planning a surprise party for our parents this weekend. I don't think my parents even know about this, so I'm not afraid of them losing the surprise by me speaking of it on this video. But in speaking to her, I specifically asked her if she had done something on Sunday that we had talked about, and she said no, and then gave her reasoning for not doing it. In that moment, even though I didn't show it in the tone of my voice or anything, but in my head, I was a little disappointed. I felt that she was making excuses. There's another When I was listening to videos this morning, getting myself centered and ready for the day, I replayed that conversation in my head, and my first thought was, well, shame on you, because even though you are better at not doing things like that, you still do it. I believe, and this has helped me to free myself. I feel better about me when I don't have expectations of others. Now, if somebody works for me, I expect them to show up. I expect them to do their job. That's not what I mean by that. But when we quit having expectations on others of things that we want them to do because we feel it's the right thing to do or the right place to be in, it just takes a weight off of that relationship. It feels more freeing when we do that. Our expectations should be on ourselves to be more gracious, more kind, more loving towards ourselves. I was listening to a talk by Brené Brown this morning. What a beautiful soul she is. And she has so much enlightenment and knowledge to share about just knowing yourself better. She was talking this morning on shame and how instead of feeling something is a secret or something can shame us, we take its power away when we will freely talk about it. And I really resonates with me. We get so caught up on what society is going to think about us that we limit ourselves. And I know I've talked a lot about worthiness lately, but I think it goes right back to that. If we feel strong in our worthiness and our worthiness of ourselves, the opinions of others just kind of loses its grip. When we're not, when we don't feel shame about being who we are. I've talked about I think it was in the last episode, I talked about why I haven't really dated in the last few years. I've talked about being uncomfortable in my own skin and really working to like myself at all stages of my body type. I've been very fit, I've been very fat, I've been everywhere in the middle. Sometimes I've done it for myself, sometimes I've done it so I will feel more accepted in society. This time around, I'm doing it because it feels good to me. I have habits that some would consider negative. I don't think anything is negative or positive until we put a label on it. I really enjoy a drink at the end of the night. I don't think I need a drink. But as I sit and contemplate at the end of the day, I find enjoyment. That the alcohol gives me, the release. It's like it lets me mellow out and look at my day and my gratitude without judgment. I encourage each and every one of you today, outside of a work situation, give up your expectations on others. When we really do this, it feels freeing. I started to say empowering, but it feels freeing. Yesterday when I was in the gym, I had decided I was going to end my workout about 15 minutes early. I said on a normal day, and again, on a normal day, the boys and I will start our work day around 9:30. That seems to be a good fit for our flow and the way we it fits well. It flows well for us. I am normally up about 5:30. I like spending time with myself and just getting my mind right before I start my day. So yesterday, I was going to leave about 15 minutes early and just tackle things before I actually started my work day with the boys. There's this lady in the gym that I speak to on most mornings. I learned yesterday she's probably in her early 80s because she was talking about her 62-year-old son. I would have never guessed. She is such a beautiful soul. Not just a beautiful soul, but I mean, has just taken care of herself over the years, and it shows. She let me know yesterday that she has been coming to the gym for 13 years straight. I love that for her, that she's not letting age define her life, that she is choosing her own route. So I started a story, then I segued off. In my head, I needed to take care of things for me. When I walked over to let her know I was leaving, to say goodbye to her, which I don't do on every day, but I felt it on my soul yesterday. The 15 minutes I was leaving early, I ended up just standing there and letting her talk about her children and her life and things of that nature. And after we said our goodbyes and I got in the truck and realized the time had been eaten up that I had planned on using for me, my time was used exactly the way it was meant to be. If we flow, if we let our life flow, if we just act as water and just let our lives flow, it will show us the way forward. I was meant to let her express herself yesterday, and I needed to take myself out of the way and let that happen. I encourage each and every one of you on this day, instead of feeling like you have to control the situation, just let your day be guided by how it goes. No, I'm not saying get up, have no agenda or anything like that, but we all have a basic plan for our day when we get up. And follow that and start your day off with that plan. But leave it loose. Leave it loose for the conversations, for the love, for the moments of joy that you can give others. Don't get so tightly wrapped up in your schedule that you forget to see those around you, to let them be seen and be heard and be loved. Brene Brown uses that word a lot, beloved, and I beloved. I just encourage you all to let go. Try to let go a little more each day, because in letting go and just really being, just really resonating with the flow of yourself and the universe opens you up to just find the magic in the day. Thank you all. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being on this journey with me. Doing this helps me get closer to myself. And if it helps even one of you get closer to yourselves, that's what it's about. Be blessed and be loved. Thank you.